Welcome back to Pool Opening 2023, Part 11. Brushing the pool. Using the right tool for the job. And when you know that your tools are worn out. We're going to go over all that. Before we get into that, I want to show you something else that was worn out, because things are going to look a little different from this point on in the video, and you're not going to know when or how this happened. The multi-port valve looks different. That's because it is different. I changed it. I replaced it. And now it's got a new one. And it don't leak anymore. But I didn't show you how to do that. You're going to find out how to change that after the whole Pool is Up and Running series ends. So there'll be a link in the prescription, but you're not going to watch the video early, of course, unless you're on Patreon, and one of my piss poor supporters. Ha ha ha. So, yeah. Nice new handle. Like it. Doesn't leak anymore. But let me show you the tools of destruction and how you know they're worn out. The pool's a bit hard to see because it's on and there's sun and the water is like wavy. But it's green in there. I think you can see that. Yeah, you can. I'm not even looking at the camera screen when I'm telling you that. But you can see it's there. It's there, right? So we need to get that off of there. Now the vacuum can only do so much. I tried, got what I could with it, but it's weird because it's like triangular shaped and this is slanty shaped and that doesn't work. So you got to brush it. The vacuum kind of is a brush and is the best one to use. Let's go over all of that. Here's my vacuum head, the underside of it. This is what does all the work. And it was getting kind of hard to push. Not impossible, but kind of hard to push. I flip it over and I see that these bristles are worn out, these bristles are worn out, these are worn out. These not so much, these not so much, these not so much. Did they pull out of there? Can they be swapped around? I don't know. I found a whole new vacuum for like $20-something. So I bought it. Because I know that with good bristles, it's going to work. Can I mix and match these and try to make it work some more? I will see. I don't know. Then you got your plain old brush here. This one's bad. There's bristles that are much shorter than others. See that? They're breaking. The nylon bristles are just worn out. I actually went so far as to take this brush and put it in the garbage can at the curb that would have been picked up this morning. But about 15 minutes after I did that, I realized that the replacement that I ordered on the Jungle website won't be here for 5 days. So I have to use this shitty one that is shedding bristles everywhere. Not ideal. But if I don't get the green out of the pool, it can multiply. So I'm better off having little white bristles in the pool that will break down eventually and make their way out and all that. I don't want to do that, but I have to because I don't have it. Now I could go to the pool store and see the pool dick and tell him, hey, I need a brush, and he'll send me a really poor quality one for a lot more money. This particular brush I've had for 4 years, and it's been fantastic. It works great all around, very sturdily built, and they still sell it on the Jungle website. In fact, it's their #1 choice. That's nice. And it's not terribly expensive. It's $4 more now than when I bought it in 2019. That's because of inflation. There's no reason it should be. It didn't cost any more to make. Just artificial. This wore out on me last year. This is a little one. This one is like this one, except a baby. these sometimes are called spa brushes. If you have a spa instead, or a hot tub. But there's 3-tier lengths of bristles, plenty of flow. You can actually open up and get more flow through there. I don't know why you'd want to, but that's that. It's supposed to fit on there. I guess I should check that, right? Right, that's good. Well, we're just going to have to make that work somehow. I don't know why this doesn't fit. It's supposed to. Well, that's great. I guess we'll put some electrical tape on that or something. Duct tape. That's not good. This is not the original ones that I had, but apparently there's a difference I was not aware of, because that doesn't fit. And it ain't going to fit over the orange part unless I really jam it. And at which point, yeah, not really. So that's good. I guess I don't need that anymore. So we're not going to use it, or we're going to modify it to make. And the worst part is it came in a 2-pack, and they're both wrong now. Bought these a year ago. I never thought to test them, because why would it be a different fucking size? It's the same shit. That's great. Alright. Duct tape it is. So I guess I'll have to not look for these next time. But we're going to use it, so I got to get the duct tape and figure something out and wrap enough on there and make it fit. Yeah. So, like I said, get the right tool for the job. I screwed that part up. So a guy just spent about 20 seconds pixelizing on this. There you go. Brand new. That worked fine. About 3 wraps of duct tape. That solved the problem. Get that on there real nice and tight. That folds in. This goes on your pole. You squeezelize these things and it pops in. Just like the vacuum one, you can watch the previous video to show you how to do that. So I'm not going to show you that now. We're going to pop it in and get the vacuum set up. Same way as before, so I'll show you that part because people forget. So a little vacuum brush is in there. It's hooked up. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. You hear them planes going by? You know, we go through this every year. There's a air show for Memorial Day. Nothing I can do about it. It's just going to be planes, folks. A lot of planes. That's a helicopter. That's what that was. Remember, this hose is filled with air, so you got to do what the pool decks tell you and fill it with the garden hose or fall in the pool with it and get it all underwater so it gets filled. The red tree shit, I got a pile going here. I just cleaned that out not even an hour before. That's how much. We're going to take this vacuum plate, make sure that's on there good. Stick that right in. Haven't changed anything on the pump, done anything with it. I hope the vacuum doesn't fall in. Let's go over to the pump. Since I'm going to be quote-unquote vacuuming, I don't want any of this going through my solar system, so I'm going to shut that. That'll figure itself out. We're supposed to get air in the pump, which is air from that line. Didn't make it here. Probably not gonna. But that's plugged into the west skimmer, so we're going to close off the east skimmer because we're not using it. Now we'll get the air. There he goes. The pool is still in filtration mode. There's no need to change it. right now. That's going to work its air out. It's supposed to work its air out. I don't know if the vacuum is still in the pool or not. We're going to call that good. Yeah, I think it's lightening up. There we go. I'm going to leave everything as it is. So main drain open. East skimmer closed, west skimmer open. And I'm going to vacuum while in filtration mode. This is something you don't want to do. That's why I'm doing it. The reason I'm doing it is because I know that my pressure in the filter has risen and it's getting pretty close to being time to backwash. So as long as we're doing that, we might as well do it. And this way I don't have to send the water to waste, which will drain the pool. I don't want to do that. So we're going to leave it there and I'm going to vacuum to the filter. But it's a much smaller brush and we're getting a lot less green in. So safe enough. I'm going to concentrate my efforts on where the pool wall starts slanting. So that's below the skimmer there, a couple of feet. It kind of slants in like that. And I'm going to go in that sort of crease there with this little vacuum. Now, just like with the big vacuum, this is not an instantaneous process. You have to put in the work. It's not going to do it for you. But again, it has the magic eraser effect where it just erases the green. Now mind you, again, this is going into the filter. Not a wise idea, but I'm tired of sending all that water down the drain, so I'm going to deal with the fact that it's going to clog up my filter quick. But like I said, see how little green I'm actually getting. But there you go, that crease going on down is good. Once again, not a perfect process. You're going to have spots that you're going to miss, and that's okay. Instead of showing you all of the work and speeding through it and giving you copyright-free music that nobody likes anyway, we're going to come back later. So I'll see you then. Yeah, I quit for a couple of minutes. I had to take a break. Take a look at the slanty part. Like I said, it's not a perfect job. I could be at this for 6 more hours and scrub it as good as I can. I still have more work to do along this side, but I just couldn't handle it anymore. I had to sit down for a little bit. But you can see it's definitely coming along. No matter what you do, it's not going to be perfect. Down in the far end over there, there's still all kinds of great stuff. But that's what the other brush is for. If I pan you down over here, you can see the pile of leaves that's down there. You might also tell that the water is a little bit cloudy, and that's because it doesn't suck up as much as I hope. There's only so much you can do, so I'm doing it. The murkiness, cloudiness in the water will be healed by the filter, but by the time I'm done with this and sweep down the pool with the brush, it's going to be time to backwash. Let me keep working here for a while, then we'll get the brush out. I'll show you that, and that should end this off. I still have a lot more work to do. I had the pool off just so you could see a little better. There's work to do. Right now, we're going to get the brush. The old knackered brush. And we're going to take this. Maybe I could show you this angle better. That might actually be better to do that. Let me see if I can park this. Maybe. You can see all the greening on the walls. This is the tough part because you got to kind of lean in. And we brush. And as you see, it clouds up. And it's gonna, nothing you can do about it. The filter is gonna have to catch that. I can push that down. Of course, if I had a brush that worked good, that would help. We'll do some more over here. So, like I said, I got my work cut out for me. Let me go run this around the pool. Then we'll do the floor. We got work to do still. Look at all this tree shit. By the skimmers, I can't get in there because the water is a little high. More. And the other one too. It's all over the place. I emptied those baskets that was at least the fourth time. So let's take a look at the water, what's going on. For what I can see in real life, I don't know what the camera sees, the water is cloudy. Yep. In fact, back over here, you might see it's a little cloudy looking where the sun's coming in like that. It's not crystal clear. And the bottom also. I did all the sides and the slanty part. The only thing left to do is the floor. So what I like to do, the main drain is at the center of the pool. Now this only works for me because I have a main drain. Other people don't have that kind. What I like to do, what I'm going to do, is I'm going to shut off the skimmers, even though they kind of need to skim the leaves. I'm going to shut off the skimmers and just have the main drain open. That way it gets the most suction. And then I'm going to brush the floor. And the idea is to get all the green watermelon stripes that are left after a second vacuuming and everything to the center, where hopefully they get sucked down the drain. That'll then go into the filter it quick. Let's go over to the pump for a minute. Take a look at that pressure, almost 28. That's really high. So my goal here, now of course that is artificially high because I've turned the solar back on. I'm not going to waste this kind of sun, and because I'm not vacuuming it direct, and it's just whatever is floating in the water making its way through the filter, I'm going to leave it for now. I am hearing strange sounds. Probably because the pressure is so high. That's the phone. So I don't remember where I was, but I know the pressure is high. It needs to be backwashed. I'm going to let the pool filter out what it can. There's the new multi-port valve. It's not leaking, so that worked. And like I was saying, what we're going to do is come over here and shut off not the main drain. That gives me the most suction on the main drain. Now let's go back, brush the floor. It's been a long day in the sun. You don't know what goes on when the camera's not on and I actually get down to work here. Yeah, it's nice to have real music. Unfortunately, we got Neil now, but that's never going to be reinstated. So it is what it is. Okay, time to get to work. Get our knackered old brush, and I'm going to just start on the side here, on the bottom on the side, and just kind of brush that sort of at an angle toward the center. There's not too much to speak of on the floor, which is a great thing. That may change by tomorrow, but I like to sweep this in sort of a reverse starburst pattern. If you imagine that the main drain is the sun, and you'd see a starburst come out of that, I'm sweeping in. And it takes a little bit of finesse to do this, because you got to stop before it, because otherwise the cloud will go past the main drain, and then it's sort of a duplication of effort from the other side, and you overshoot it again. So about there, and let the cloud sort of make its way. I don't know if you can see any of those clouds that I'm making. It'd be nice if you could, but somewhere like that. So just keep sweeping this way, brushing this way, let that all go in. Once again, I'm going to shut the camera off, get to work, and I'll show you the finished product. From green to blue, folks, that's it. You gotta put in that elbow grease. That's what does the job. It's that simple. It looks ready to go. For all intents and purposes, it is ready to go. The water is not, the clarity of the water is not there, because again, that has to be filtered out, because all that green stuff that was down there is now suspended in the water. The pool is going to run till about 8 p.m. tonight, and it's going to do its job, and tomorrow it's going to turn on. I'll let it run till maybe noon or so, and then it's going to be time to backwash it. Then I can put Robot in and let him pick up the various leave-its to beavers on the floor, and that pretty much is going to do it. We are really in the home stretch. So that is going to wrap up this particular part of the series. I thank you very kindly for watching, and I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome back to pool opening 2023. The fucking dog. Welcome back to pool opening. Try one more time. Welcome back to pool opening. Right. That's great. Welcome back to pool opening. Okay, I'm not recording now.